What don't you like in a woman?
What don't I like?
Yes.
Um, Hey guys, it's Jonathan here.
And I'm Stacy.
Okay, so pretty much right now, so many women have so many questions when it comes to dating. Pretty much like, what does a guy really want, and like, what is a guy really looking for? So Stacy took the liberty down writing some questions that she's gonna ask me, and I'm gonna answer them honestly from a man's point of view. So let's get started right now.
So number one question, right? As a man, what do you mostly look for in a woman?
What do I look for? Well, as a godly man, a kingdom man, I look for a woman who is like who's a kingdom woman, so who has like herself together. And for me, having herself together doesn't mean like it's about your money and what you're doing. It's pretty much like having your foundations, like what's important to you.
Okay.
Having order with God. Like, do you pray regularly? Do you read the Word regularly? That would be number one. That's the most important thing. And other things as well, like just like, are you healthy? Like mentally healthy, physically healthy? Because men want a woman who like has her mind in order.
Okay.
Right? Because mind is more important than beauty. And let's just be real. You get bored of beauty over some time, but if your mind is there, if you believe in yourself, you have self-confidence, you believe in who you are, your worth, then that's more attractive because that shows up in your attitude. That shows up in how you act, how you dress, and how you talk.
True. Beauty is not everything.
Yeah, right? No, it's not.
You can have the beauty, but your character is crazy.
Exactly.
Right?
So it's about character.
It's about character. Beauty, as the Bible says, beauty will fade away, but it's how a person acts.
Exactly. So it's not 100% about beauty. Beauty catches the eye at first, but your actions, that makes a major difference, and you could tell.
Okay, definitely. Number two, right? What do you like in a woman?
What do I like in a woman?
That's right.
I would say confidence, because confidence is important. Like, you were really confident when we met, I could tell.
Okay. And how do you know that I was confident?
Just in your actions, I guess, like how you speak, tone of voice. I mean, you weren't really shy. I mean, like, you wouldn't like go out of your way and just like do things that you would do with someone that you knew when it's like been a couple months, but you're definitely more confident than the average woman in a sense. Like you would do things that, like, you could tell that portray confidence. So like saying stuff, tone of voice, being honest with your opinion, being honest with how you feel, being honest with your actions. So just not holding back.
Okay, not holding back.
Yeah.
Okay. Number three, I have number three. What don't you like in a woman?
What don't I like?
Yes.
Loudness, being obnoxious. For me, it's just loud. Most men don't like loud women. I'm just being honest. And when I say loud, like, I mean like when we're in public and you're just loud, overly loud. Showing so much flesh, that I believe, like, when a woman shows so much flesh, it's just she needs attention. And if you need attention, it's because you're not that confident about yourself, or you don't have that like self-worth. You don't have that high level of self-worth or self-belief. So you got to go out and get that attention from other men, because you're not giving yourself that attention. So I believe if you give yourself that attention, have that high self-esteem, then you don't need to go and show your flesh. So I would say showing too much flesh doesn't really attract me as a kingdom man. That's going to always attract a worldly man, secular man, but not necessarily a kingdom man like myself with a kingdom mindset and focusing on the kingdom of God. So those three main things: flesh, showing lots of flesh, being loud, obnoxious, and obviously just being rude, the regular things, rude, whatnot.
So basically,
like, you were rude when we met.
I was rude when I met.
Yeah.
How so?
You're just so mean all the time.
You see, he says I was rude when I met.
I'm playing.
that.
I'm playing. You were spot on. One thing that I really love is, I told you I love curry, and she made me curry on the first date. The first day we went to a restaurant, and she actually brought curry for me in a bag, and I went home and ate it that same night. So that was like, no woman has ever did that for me. So that was
hey, I
was
always
really confident right there.
Good. I always been taught food is a way to a man's heart, right?
It's true. It's true. I'm a foodie.
He's a foodie, and I'm like, the first date, I'm like, okay, I know that he likes curry. He told me that he loves curry. So I'm like, it's my first date. And I believe that, like he was the one. The Lord gave me a dream. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just give my future husband, a treat. So I made curry on the first day because he told me that he loves curry. So I'm like, let me just do something sweet for him. So
it was very sweet and very spicy. The curry wasn't spicy, but very tasteful.
Very tasteful.
Very tasteful.
Well, I like that it was very tasteful.
Yeah, so those drumsticks.
Okay, so you don't like when women show their flesh and stuff. I believe
not in public. No, when we're married, of course, show all the flesh. But when we're just dating and I don't know you and I see you on the street or somewhere on a date, then that just rubs me the wrong way. It's like I don't need a million other eyeballs looking at my woman's body, at least.
So from a godly man, that's mostly what godly men are looking for.
100%. I know that for a fact.
For a fact, because he's a godly man. So if you're watching, whoever is watching this is what a godly man is looking for. Most godly men are looking for.
100%.
Some of them are looking for different things because every man is different, right? Every godly man is different, right? So some have different opinions and what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So most godly men are gonna look for a woman who is confident within herself, who portrays herself, meek, not being loud and brawling, has good character, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So take notes, ladies. Take notes, okay?
100%.
Take notes.
Yeah.
So number 5, and this is the last question, and it's probably kind of vague, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's like a scenario type of question. Say a woman comes to you for advice concerning dating, right? She's been going in circles, picking the wrong guy all the time. The guy don't treat her well, and she keeps picking the same guy that doesn't treat her well. What advice would you give her?
It really depends on who she is, but I've had a lot of people, men and women, come to me for advice, and it's about getting your priorities in straight. It's about figuring out, okay, where do you want to be in 5 years from now, and tell me what your future is, and do you see yourself with that same person 5 years from now? So you actually have to do 2 things. First, ask yourself, okay, where do you personally want to be 5 years from now? Like job, income, what you're doing, etc. Then the second question, after you figured out what you want to do 5 years from now, is figuring out, okay, could you see that person helping you accomplish what you want 5 years from now? That's very powerful. So, like, that's the most powerful thing. Like, if you have goals, say you want to start a real business, and you're gonna be a business owner, and you're gonna have lots of employees, dealing with the finances, dealing with physical location, etc. If you're dating someone and they like put you down, for example, and they don't believe in that you're able to feel good about yourself, and if they're causing you so much stress, then they're gonna take away from that vision you have for yourself.
So true.
And you only have one life, so it's like, are you gonna waste precious years with someone who's not fueling you or feeding you and allowing you to accomplish what you were put on this planet to do, right? Because obviously we're all here for a specific reason. God has a specific assignment for us, just like how I'll just talk about the Adam story, but we're not gonna go. That's another video. But pretty much, yeah. So like, figure out your goals and ask yourself, okay, after you figure out your goals, could this person help you accomplish your goals?
Okay, so that's basically where I was at when I was single. I wanted someone that could help me grow more in Christ, right? And that's what I prayed for, and the Lord gave me exactly what I asked for. I can't tell you, He's washing me with the Word. And at first it was so hard because in the beginning of our marriage, I struggled with submission, right? And when I was single, I always asked God, I said, God, I want a godly man who can, when he sees me slacking off, like who would help me to grow more in you.
Yeah.
And the Lord definitely answered my prayer. I was very stubborn, right? And I believe that
You were stubborn, would you say?
I believe that I was stubborn, and if I didn't get my way, I would throw a tantrum, right? Because for 2 years I've been living on my own, 2.5 years, so I was just used to being by myself. I was used to doing stuff by myself. I was used to doing things my own way, right? So when we get married, right, I have to adjust, right? And it wasn't easy adjusting. It was not easy. It was so hard, and to the point where yeah, I didn't know how to submit as a wife. I know that as a wife I'm supposed to submit, but it's easy said than done. Okay, it's easy said than done. And so the Lord has to work on me and work on me and work on me, and it wasn't easy. God says he chastises those he loves, and his chastisement was harsh, but I know it was for my own good. I love God, and he wants the best for me, and he's washing me with the word, as Christ said, husband loves your wife as Christ loved the church, by washing us with the word, right? So he's definitely helping
Taking a
me.
shower in the word.
Yeah, so I'm grateful for that. I'm very grateful, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I truly mean that.
Well, thank you, babe. I appreciate that compliment from you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so that's about it. So that's what a godly man is looking for into a woman, a godly woman also, right? So if you're not godly, and if you're in the secular world as well, you're gonna keep meeting the wrong guy, and the guy's gonna treat you like a piece of trash. Let's be real. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm not gonna pretty up anything. The guy's gonna treat you like a piece of trash. He's gonna treat you like an object. But if you want a man, not a boy, right, you gotta look at things at a different way, have a different mindset. Say, you know what, wait a minute, this is what I want, because you are in control of your life. No one is running your life but you. So make sure you take a step back and says, wait, this is what I want, right? And this is what I need. Reevaluate yourself. Know what you want from a man. Know the purpose why you're dating, or the purpose why you want to be into a relationship, before you rush into another, or before you rush into a relationship. Don't just date just to date. I always say that. That's my favorite phrase. Don't just date just to date, but date with a purpose. Okay, so that's my input, and that's my interview. So bye for now.